I'm planning on doing like a grayish, brownish cloth. And then like a relatively subdued color to the skin as well. I think it's gonna look cool, but I guess we'll have to find out. I'm gonna take a bit of a larger brush. It'll go a little bit quicker. That's what I'm thinking anyways right now. I may change my mind, but I think we should be able to do a pretty good job. Honestly, like, you have quite a bit of freedom when it comes to choosing colors for minis like this, I feel like. I mean, I'm not painting an army again, right? So it's, we can't really go too wrong. As long as we don't make it bright green, I guess, but it feels like in general, like, if you look at like rats and any sort of animals, I guess, they come in lots of different colors, right? Like, they can be grayish, they can be brownish, they can be beige, they can, whatever, right? Like, they can be pinkish. They can be crimson red, I mean, technically, yeah. Depends on how demonic you want to make this guy. I don't think I want to make him too demonic, but you could. A lot of different options available. I know a lot of people are always fans of the extreme options, though. I'm sure if you look on like Instagram or something, I'm sure there's somebody out there that made this guy bright red, or like bright green or whatever. I am boring. No, I like the cleaner results, but you can do whatever you like. There's definitely some nurgly looking rats on this guy as well, though. Like, there's lots of little small rats all over, and they have like little pus, and I don't know, they remind me of the boils that all the Nurgle minis have, so I guess there's a little bit of overlap there. I think I'll be making those like relatively yellowy. A lot of skin, man. The color I'm using, by the way, for this is called Dusty Skull. The actual name for the color is Strong Olive Brown, is what it says right over there on the side. In case anybody cares about the exact painting build order. Everything's a build order, right? In my life, I think about everything in processes. And processes are basically build orders. Look at all those little rats over there. I don't know if you can see them properly, but there's like lots of tiny little rats sitting right underneath his horns. They look kind of cool. Scurious. Honestly, not a bad idea. He does look a little bit like Scurious. Although I will say that the Warhammer lore is a little bit darker than the RuneScape lore. Yeah, they named this color Dusty Skull, but I mean, honestly, it's just a brownish beige, right? Like, it's not really, Maybe it's the color of a skull, I don't know. What color is my skull, you think? What's going on, Alan? Hello from Brazil. Hello from the Netherlands. You guys had a banger Formula 1 race a couple days ago, dude. What's up, Rumpus? Morning. Fellow Red God worshipper. Good to have you here. I need more paint. Shake it. Joe Rogan mentioned StarCraft on his podcast. Did he? I saw Mr. Joe Rogan mention Mr. Trump on his podcast as well. That's all I have been seeing about Joe Rogan. That's, you know, but also StarCraft. Woo! Huge. What did he say about StarCraft? Yeah, as of today, StarCraft and StarCraft 2's campaigns are available on Xbox Game Pass. So the official Microsoft accounts have been tweeting about it, which is kind of cool. They have now officially tweeted more about StarCraft than Blizzard has in years. It was just a name drop, but the context was talking about how talented gamers are. Ah, I see. Yeah, it's insane.
Rat Jam versus Cat Jam versus Low Jam.
Thank you very much. Welcome back. Game on. 78. Appreciate you. Okay, we gotta do his face. You mentioned Quake and StarCraft? Ah, okay. Knowing Joe Rogan, he probably Googled, is Quake the hardest video game ever made? Because that's the game he knows from when he was younger, right? And then somebody said on Reddit, no, it's not. And he's like, well, StarCraft, it is. Do you think he actually is familiar with StarCraft, or did he just, I don't know. Anyways, that's kind of cool. He played a lot of Quake, yeah, he's mentioned Quake several times. I haven't really listened to Joe Rogan in quite a while. I really dislike all the politically themed stuff. It just, I don't give a shit. Like, I care, but I don't want to, like, for fun listen to some, you know, some guys, like, talk about politics all day. It's just lame. Definitely not what I'm interested in, especially American politics. I don't know, bro. I'm kind of tired of it. So I haven't really been listening to his podcast too much, but it's, yeah. Nice to hear him talk about StarCraft. Word gets around, yeah. There's a lot of folks listening. Why is my paint bubbly? You see this? Why is there bubbles? I'm gonna blow it. What the fuck? Why is there bubbles? This is supposed to be a rat? Well, it's a little bit demonic. That's all you need to know. Hey, Milo. Milo's here too. He's playing with my paint rack. There you go, we can pop the bubbles. I feel like it's gonna fuck up if I don't. Hey, what is going on, Mickey? What's up, Corky? We're doing a base coat on all of the skin. We're listening to some jazz and we're painting some miniatures. The dream, dude. You're doing Slayer in RuneScape? Okay. What are you slaying? Okay, let's do one quick second coat. Just to make sure that the color is nice and strong before we do the flesh wash. Neck reels? Ooh, neck reels always nice. Okay. What's up, Manadar? Morning, or afternoon. Is the Eternal Gem in RuneScape untradeable? You're playing a main account, right? As an Ironman, I'm a little disconnected. Oh, it's for collection log. I see. Okay, I was gonna say. Yeah, that's one of those items that aiming for is, it's full RNG, right? It's RNG within RNG within RNG. I feel like that's one of those items in RuneScape where you kind of just have to either get it one day or you don't. But actually grinding for it seems insane. Like, you can kind of aim for it. Think about it every once in a while, but actually grinding for an item that is... Like, it's not just rare, it's a mega rare, right? So it's just, yeah. I feel like items like that are... I don't love them. In my mind, those are like a bonus item that you can maybe get one day, but it's not really... Yeah. How do you guys feel about mega rares in video games? So in RuneScape, there's items that are so rare that it can literally take thousands of hours and you may still not have it. But they're also not really adding anything that is extremely... Like, they're nice to haves. It saves you like an inventory slot. It saves you a little bit of time over time, but it doesn't really like, you know, it's nothing huge. I feel like nice, I think it's actually kind of well executed. Like, the way that, like, you really don't feel the need to have it, but if you get it, it's like pretty pog. Like, it's by no means mandatory. No, it's just a time save. It's like the gacha of RuneScape, I guess. Yeah. Basically, there's a skill called Slayer, where you have to go out into the world, and like the Slayer guy gives you a task, and he's like, kill 17 rats. And you go out and kill 17 rats. And some of those tasks have what is called superior Slayer monsters, where you can get like an extra rare rat that like spawns maybe like 1 in whatever, like a 1 in 100 or whatever. So you get like 1 rare rat that you get to kill. And then those rare monsters that have a very small chance to spawn have mega rare drop rates for the item that you're looking for. So you can't even really grind for it. Like, you kind of can, but not really. You can't really aim for it, I suppose. It's not like even a 1 in 1,000 type of kill, but it's more like a 1 in like, you know, you might have to kill millions before, before you get to anything. I don't really mind it. Yeah. RuneScape might actually just be a gacha game now that I think about it. You know what? Base coating with a dry brush, when we don't have to be very precise like this, is actually kind of nice. That went much quicker the second time around. Be really careful with the amount of moisture though, because these soak up water like a crazy. We don't want to have too much water in here. Gonna stipple it as well if we want to. Okay. I think that's the base coat for the skin. Next step. So I made myself a bit of a build order for exactly how I want to be painting this guy. It is long. You want to see? Here we go. I spent some time on this. I followed along with a couple of YouTube videos. So I just did the dusty skull on all the skin step. We have a lot of steps. We have a lot of steps. But I'm planned. I'm prepared. I know what I'm gonna. Yeah, this is what we're doing, one step at a time. Hey, Fernando. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, so the next step is a little bit of these two mixed together into a relatively watery wash. I guess I should probably shake this thing properly because I haven't used it in donkeys. Probably bad if I don't. So let's move this over here and we'll use the paint vibrator. Hey, thank you, Fernando, for the 67 months. Fernando, this one's for you, dude. Upside down as well. Very nice. Do we have any of those bubbles drying up anywhere? I feel like we could do another coat over here on the cheeks, to be honest. Yeah. It's not quite as solid a base coat as I would like it to be. So, you thought it was a cow mooing? Are you making fun of my paint mixer, Zcard? Is that what you're doing right now? First of all, toxic. Secondly, yeah, no, I can kind of hear it. This guy's tongue is visible from the outside. Like you can see through his cheek. That's a little bit weird. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a hole right over there. You thought you ended up on a different type of stream? You watch streams with a lot of vibrators? Okay. Curious. A lot of paint mixing. Yeah. Milo is here too, by the way. He is, he just moved. Can we have Milo on the screen? Oh God. No, I don't think we can. Nope, never mind. I wanted to move the camera, but that is deemed to be impossible. You wanna leave? Okay. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead and read some books. He does a lot of, yeah, a lot of reading. I'm gonna just hit it with the air dryer, or the blow dryer real quick. Enjoy. Okay. A lot of blowing. Yep. And a lot of mixing. I'm gonna go ahead and mix these two, I think like a 2-to-1 ratio. It should be okay. I don't really want to do like full Reichland flesh shade because it's gonna be, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a little too much, a little too strong. I'd rather do 2 coats of it than like 1 coat that is gonna make it too pinkish. I don't really want them to be too pink. So we'll do like a 2-to-1 or like a 1-to-1 ratio with some Lamy and medium. So we'll use, I don't know, how many brushfuls do you reckon we need for all the skin? Let's use like a 4-to-4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's do 1 more for good measure. 5. Wash the brush. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll mix these two together, which is basically just gonna make it a little bit more runny, a little bit more flowy. And then we'll just apply it all over the skin. Starting on the leg. Runny is good. Yeah, we want this to settle mostly in the recesses. So I want this to mostly, I mean, I want this to be all over, right? So it is gonna tone everything, but I would like to prefer having it mostly in the recessed bits. So it's gonna tone it to be a little bit more fleshy rather than this like very pale yellow brownish color. Runny can be nice though. Like we don't want it to like be so runny that it runs off the model, obviously. That would be bad. But I want this to settle and look relatively neat. I need to make sure that it's like not gonna settle on any of the flat areas too much, so it doesn't create any ugly drying lines. But that sort of thing is good. Are AOS and 40k somehow connected? Honestly, I am by no means an expert, so I don't really know. But I know they mostly have the same gods. Although the red god is like one that is only in Age of Sigmar. So there's like the Horned Rat, I think is what his name is. And he's like an addition to what the other gods are. But I'm sure somebody in the chat is going to be able to give you more information on that, because I am by no means an expert. I've never read any of the Age of Sigmar books. I started on one of them, but I didn't really like it. And then I don't know, maybe I'll read it again at a later time. But I kind of wanted to, I don't know. I was deep into the 40k at that point, you know, which I still am at this point. So I'll get to it at some moment, I guess, in the future. But I don't really know. Hey, Lami Molette. Thank you very much. Another Rat King enjoyer. Thank you. I am beginning to feel like I'm a rat god. Rat god. And thank you, Tanzalins. Welcome back, Tanza. 71 months. Long ass time. Appreciate that, thank you. What's up, Mr. Ravi? How are you doing today? Are you back for another day of trolling with your clean keyboard? I saw Ravi did a crazy thing yesterday, guys. He disassembled his entire keyboard and gave it a clean. The fuck? I've done that as well in the past. And it's always a fuck ton more work than I realize. It's like one of those things where you're like, ooh, this seems like a good idea. And then a half hour into it, you're like, ah, could have been fine without. To be honest, I could do that as well right now. Your keyboard is so clean right now. That's hot, dude. The way you typed that in the chat, ooh, it sounded clean. The clickety-clackities have never been this tidy. Okay. That's good. Any more of the sections on the chest that I... Oh no! One of my little rats. Okay. Gonna have to super glue that on. A little difficult to see some of these areas, which I guess means it's not super important, but... I care. Can I give him a tattoo of my logo on his leg? Good suggestion. I will consider it. I've considered it. The answer is no. You toothbrushed it? Soap and everything? Damn. How did you dry it? Because I remember I cleaned all my keycaps at some point in the past. And it took a while to dry. And then I couldn't use my computer, so I plugged in another keyboard. Because I had another one. And then I actually took another 4 days or so to actually build the other one back together. Yeah, I feel like kitchen towels is okay, but if you use soap, it's gonna get like kind of stuck in the little, like in the bottom section of the keycaps. I guess I maybe just needed to rinse it better, but... You left it out in the sun? Ah, you live in California, right? Forgot about that. California in November is still nice. Overpowered, bro. That's just overpowered. Look at us, pathetic Dutchmen over here. We need to put our keycaps in a towel and then swing it around instead. Ay, ay, ay. Dutch people, man. Embarrassing. But that's actually a good idea, Manadar. I like that. You guys have Dutch oven? We do have Dutch ovens, yeah. Multiple versions of them too. Have you heard of that? Although I do feel like one is better than the other for drying. What's going on, LSM? You want a smoke and a pancake? All right. Well, that is one hell of a first-time Twitch chatter message. Welcome. Is this Splinter from the Ninja Turtles? Master Splinter, dude. He does have a similar vibe. Master Splinter is also relatively demonic. Why am I always thinking Master Shredder? Is Master Shredder someone else? What is Master Shredder? Is this the same thing? No, it's not the same thing. I'm probably just dumb. He's the bad guy? Shredder is the enemy? Oh, dude, I haven't seen the Ninja Turtles in a very, very long time. Wait, Master Shredder? Splinter is the good guy? Master Shredder is the bad guy? I don't even remember what the bad guy looks like. He shreds? Splinter is the turtle man, right. Okay. So I quite like this color actually. Maybe we should do a second coat of it. I don't want it to pull too hard. I'm gonna soak up some of the more extreme sections here. Okay, we gotta let this dry fully before we can really do anything. I think this is pretty nice now. I may do a second coat of this. We'll have to let it dry for a minute or two. Honestly, probably a little bit more than that. What color do you think would be best for a skin of a rat like this? So I've been thinking relatively fleshy, but it could also definitely be like more brownish. Like I could wash it as well with like a brown wash. It would look a little bit different. This is definitely a little yellowy, but I don't hate it. Yeah. I think I'm gonna use maybe some of a, yeah, like a brownish wash instead. Relatively diluted again though. So rather than doing the exact same color a second time around, we'll add a little bit more in the mix. I do need to grab a tiny bit of super glue because apparently my little rat guy decided to drop off. Why did he do that? He was set up right over here. Why did he make the jump off? Hello. Did my super glue glue itself? I love that. Big fan of that. My super glue has glued itself shut. Hell yeah. The glue did its thing. It glued. Don't really know what I expected it to do. Classic super glue, dude. Okay. We're doing a little bit more glue this time around. If this doesn't seal it shut, little red bro is gonna be free. He will get to be free. No, probably not. I'll probably glue him down again. He is sitting right over here. Did I manage to open the little glue bottle from yesterday? I didn't try. I would have to get a wrench. I would have to get a wrench for it. It's a little too stuck. Yeah, it's better if I just let this air dry, because if I hit it with the blow dryer, it's going to get messy. Let's see. So I want to use some skeleton bone to like base coat all of the horns. I don't think it'd be a terrible idea to do this right now, even though I don't really plan on doing much more with the horns until later. We just need to wait for a while until the wash is dry. We can also do like a base coat on the staff. I didn't make a comment for it yet, Lizard, but there is a panel below the stream. I will add a comment for that later. Wait, where do you see that comment in the first place? Do you just assume I'm gonna be adding it? I saw you're the second person for today. Oh, you just assumed? Okay, okay. I thought maybe I accidentally put it somewhere and I didn't realize. Yeah, I know. The comments definitely work. I think I'm going to do the skin first, dude. I think we'll just be a little bit patient. I don't really want to do the horns right now. I know the skin can get a little bit messy. I'll hit it gently with the dry brush. Or not the dry brush, the blow dryer. Mute me or not, chat? You decide. Okay. Okay. Whoa, whoa, chat, what? That's like a dog. Every time the dryer goes, they go totally crazy. Yeah. This is Pavlov's blow dryer. There we go. What do you guys think? We need a little bit more, eh? Yeah. Do I want to make it more reddish? Like a more like pinky skin? Or do I want to make it more of a browny skin? Which one do we want to... Pinky or not? Can I add some lint to his beard? Like real lint? Pink is always better? I don't know if you can say that. I like the brown, yeah. I think the brown is kind of cool too. I think I'm gonna make it more brown. If we don't like it, we can change it. I'm gonna take some Battle Mud Wash. I've never used this stuff before, but apparently it's cool. Battle Mud Wash. I want to keep this relatively dilute as well, though. So this stuff comes out of a dropper bottle, which is a little bit different. But we can kind of just yeet it in there. Hope for the best. I feel like this is a strong ass color though. One more for good luck. Go ahead. Okay. Gotta always add one more for good luck. That's how it goes. What's up, Nolan? You're gonna watch the election all day? Oh, God. Well, have fun with that, dude. Which way will Florida vote, Nolan? Florida, always a surprise. There's honestly no way to know. You live on stress? Yeah, watching politics all day seems horrid to me, I'm not gonna lie, but enjoy. It's funny because I've heard other viewers say the exact opposite, you know, like they're not gonna consume any media until like Friday at earliest. Absolutely, Ramble. Florida is a big swing state. Yeah, GLHF to the Americans today. GLHF to the rest of the world as well. Your mom is coming home from rehab today? Okay. She broke her leg during the hurricane? Right, you mentioned that. Cool, dude. Happy to hear she's doing better. You're lucky I'm even watching this stream, Lowko. Like a week-long Sabbath should be done. Right. Well, hey, I do appreciate you being here, Mr. Rumpus. We have a lot of people actually from Florida watching these days. Is there like some sort of like secret handshake that I should know for people from Florida? Like, is there like certain words that are only used in Florida but nowhere else? Like Rashi taught me that I have to use the word "ope" a lot in Iowa. Very important to use "ope." When you see, you know, when you accidentally like need to fill a alligator handshake, it goes like this. I see. Yeah, I can imagine it's extremely anxiety-inducing for a lot of folks. You can feel kind of helpless, right? I like this wash. This is good. This is making it a lot more brown, but like not like a it's like a messy, but not extreme. You know, like it's like just a little bit of a tint. The shadows are going to be a little bit darker this way. I need a little bit more for the face. Don't quite have enough mixed. Half the country is gonna be unhappy. We shouldn't let it turn to anger. Yeah. Last time around it didn't go particularly well either, now did it? Yeah, I think that sucks the most though about the whole thing in the US where it's like a lot of like people just get angry at one another. Like it's never happened in the Netherlands that I don't talk to somebody anymore because of their political opinion. As a matter of fact, most people never discuss their political opinion. But I feel like it's more likely in the US for that sort of thing to happen because, you know, it's like it's just mostly two parties, right? So just, yeah. Kind of sucks. Makes it a little bit more divisive for sure. Yeah, that's insane, Monitor. Okay. This model is called Vizzik Skour. Actually a little section over here that I did not base coat properly. I think I can paint it, but I have to be a little cautious. And I like mix a little bit of this in, because it's pretty much out of sight. So maybe I can just draw a little bit of the original base coat over here. It's still wet right now, so we can kind of wet blend it a bit. This is going to be mostly that dark fur over here, so we will try and stipple in some of that darker color a bit later. Okay, so this made it a little bit darker, which I think is nice. We will brighten it back up with some highlights when this shading is done, but this one is called Vizzik Skour. Yes, this model was called Vizzik Skour. Prophet of the Horned Rat. So far so good. I don't mind this. This is nice. We'll have to let it dry as well for a couple minutes. Sorry, I didn't really pay attention to the chat too much. What do you guys say? We used to never talk about those things years ago either. Sad that things aren't like that anymore. Yeah, I can imagine. They're voting for a new flag in Maine. I did watch that CGP Grey video. The new Maine flag is basically the old Maine flag. It's a lot nicer. Yeah, I am in favor of the new Maine flag. I don't know anything else about Maine other than what happened in Silent Hill 2. I feel like that's a documentary, so maybe it's entirely accurate. Honestly, at this point, there's no way to know. We do have a little bit of a flood over here. You can just soak up some of that. I don't mind it so much over there though. Please let's not do the political shit in the chat too much, guys. Like, we can have a base level discussion over it, but I don't really want to... Like, there is already so much us versus them on the internet as it is, you know? Also, I am most definitely on the other side of the planet. I feel like there's many places to discuss American politics, but I'm probably not. Like, this is not the best place to go ahead and do so. I do get it all the time though. People asking like, "Hey Lowko, who would you vote for if you would vote in American elections?" Like, it happens. This has happened, I don't know, maybe a dozen times over the last 2 weeks. It's interesting, dude. Like, nobody ever does this for like, I don't know, France elections, right? Like, nobody ever asks me, "Oh, bonjour, Lowko. Tu aimes Macron?" Mais oui? Oh, okay. You know, like, it's only with the American elections, and it's yeah, I don't know. I feel not particularly qualified. Even if I were, I don't think I would give you. I would give you much. Your political opinion is it all sucks? Right, right. I don't think that's entirely unreasonable. Okay. I hope everybody loses and no one has a good time. There you go. Controversial statement of the day. You would vote for the Emperor? Well, that's the neat thing. You wouldn't vote for the Emperor. I think that's good for today, chat. I think I'm gonna have to let this dry fully. If I fuck it up right now, this is gonna take like 30 minutes to fully cure. It's gonna take a little bit, so I think we'll just do an hour here, an hour there. Nah, I kind of want to do one more step. Can I do like one more step? I kind of want to do one more step. We would have to base coat something else entirely, though. The thing is, a lot of these areas, like I want to work, so the way I'm planning on painting this minion is from like the deepest areas outwards. So like, for example, the skin is like the most recessed part of the mini. And the idea behind it is that obviously if I'm gonna start painting, like say I would paint this little bit of body armor right now, I'm gonna very likely smudge it a little bit later on. So we wanna be relatively intelligent with how we do these sort of things. Even like the staff, for example, like the staff is very much so something I can still mess up pretty easy peasy. The horns are base coatable, I would say. Maybe we can do a little bit of a base coat to the horns. So I wanna do like, a relatively bright color on the base of the horns, and I want to basically have them completely, well, nearly black near the end of it. So I want to do a lot of blending on it. So we want to make the tips pretty much look burnt. Like there's one over here, for example, that's like completely torn off. This horn right over here.